The East African Community Integrity and Anti-Corruption Bill 2019 has finally been tabled in the Assembly during its sitting in Arusha, Tanzania.
Aiming to eliminate corruption within the East African community.
If passed in its current form, anybody working for the community found guilty of corruption and embezzlement of EAC funds would be sentenced to jail for a period of not less than 10 years or pay a fine amounting $30,000, approximately 100 million Uganda shillings, or both. This bill comes at a time when the Audit Commission has exposed top officials allegedly for squandering EAC funds.
This is one of the tools we are going to use to check the very high appetites at times we have in our institutions of EAC.
On Tuesday this week, the EALA legislators named and shamed officials who allegedly mismanaged EAC funds. Uganda's State Minister for East African Affairs, Julius Maganda, has revealed that the Council of EAC Ministers has submitted a list of officials to the heads of state to take disciplinary action against officials culpable of mismanaging EAC funds.
So we have done already our recommendations to the summit, and then they will also advise us, give us directives on how we can proceed with the disciplinary action.
The challenge, however, is that the East African Community Treaty provides some level of immunity to the staff and officials working within the community.
For example, the Secretary General has a diplomatic passport, is a diplomatic passport holder. Members of EALA are diplomatic passport holders, and other few. So when you have that immunity, unless if your diplomatic status has been lifted.
That is a wrong thought. Once you're employed here at the region, you are employed for the region and not for the country you come from.
Article 138, Clause 3 of the EAC Treaty states that each partner state will undertake to accord privileges and immunities to officers of the community, similar to international organizations.
When we have diplomats in countries and they commit criminal matters or criminal offenses, the best a hosting country can do is to ask your country to recall you.
The issue of stealing money is a criminal matter. Culpability is criminal. So they will not have any protection in as far as that one is concerned.
However, the same treaty in Article 73 stipulates that a person employed in the service of the community shall be immune from civil process with respect to omissions or acts performed by them in their official capacity.
The East African Court of Justice has no jurisdiction to handle criminal matters. They only handle civil matters. They don't even have jurisdiction to handle human rights matters.
If a thief is from Uganda, you'll find that people in Uganda want to protect that this is a Ugandan. If the thief is from Kenya, you find the people of Kenya are protecting that person.
According to the bill, partner states anti-corruption agency would be responsible for carrying out investigation of the alleged corrupt officials in EAC organs and institutions.
I find that to be duplication of work because every partner state actually has such a law.
If passed into law, the proceeds of corruption and properties will be frozen and confiscated until court gives further orders. The bill has been forwarded to the Committee on Regional Affairs and Conflict Resolution for further scrutiny and consultations. Jingo Francis, NTV, in Arusha.